Hi, everybody. Welcome to the overview of my course, Analyzing Determinants of Supply and Demand in the Marketplace. That is the external factors outside of price that affect supply and demand. This is one part of a 1-year course that I do in a high school in Massachusetts that is an introductory to the basics of micro and macroeconomics. It's designed to enable students to understand the concepts of supply and demand. What you see here is a supply and demand graph. And whoa, there's a typo there. I'll have to fix that. Learner requirements. Audience, secondary school students, anybody with an interest in economics. It assumes no prior content knowledge, technology experience, proficiency in Web 2.0, Google Classroom, content creation programs like Canva or Visme. Learning objectives, 4 enabling learning objectives. Describe how prices influence supply and demand and show it in a graph. Define what influences supply and demand in the marketplace and explain how changes in each affect the quantity of goods supplied and demanded. 3, describe the concept of shortages and surpluses. And 4, explain how external factors, like a pandemic, can alter the predicted supply and demand and price of a product. The terminal objective: by the end of the course, students will be able to explain how recent movements in the market price of a good or service by applying the laws of supply and demand. Intro and Module 1 cover the basic laws of supply and demand, how to create a graph, and what determines, other than price, the quantity of a good demanded. 2 discussions: 1, explaining the concept of substitute goods, and 2, using Padlet to create a visual representation of criteria that they use to purchase a product. I do give them an example of myself purchasing a guitar and a guitar amplifier. Module 2, supply, video presentation on the concept, a discussion, think like a business. If their inputs change, what happens to the supply and price? This is module with additional resources outside OERs that they can review prior to a formative assessment, vocabulary, and content quiz that counts for 25% of their overall grade. Overall, the discussions from modules 1, 2, and 3 count for 25%. The quiz is 25%. And finally, a project where they do an analysis of a real wood good is 50%. So, quality control. I use the OLC Quality Control Scorecard Suite to review course overview, technology and tools, design, content, interaction, assessment, and then feedback. The major strengths of my micro lesson so far: content and activities and the rubrics. This is really what I do on a daily basis. So, and this is sort of a translation of a regular in-person course to an online format, which actually goes straight to the areas of improvement: technology and design and layout. You can tell this is a regular in-person course that's been translated to an online environment instead of being built online from the ground up. In the future, I would try to do that and obtain some more sophisticated software to create content. Of course, this works for my material and it meets my professional needs. So I wanted to go with it. Here you can access the course directly. Use that classroom code. I'll post that link along with the thing, and there you can see sort of what it looks like. I hope that gives you a good idea of what the course looks like, and I'm going to have to seriously control this down because this is the 3rd time I've tried to do it, and I always bump up against Screencastify's 5-minute limit. All right, everybody, have a good day. Thanks very much.